right, good morning, everybody, and happy Wednesday. We are live here on social media giving an update on the weather, the pollen count, and what to expect for the next 24 to 36 hours as we slowly head into your weekend. And we do have a chance at rain moving in on Saturday, and we'll break that down coming up in just a bit. But first, the pollen count. Take a look. Good news, only 2 pollens are on the count. You can see it's mold and grass, and both are light, by the way, so not a huge problem. And that's the trend. I mean, that's been the trend for the last couple of weeks. Nothing has been spiking, and oak season is finally out of the way, and mold and grass again are light on this Wednesday morning. So no big pollen out there right now. Okay, let's talk about the heat wave. I mean, it's been going strong for the last month. As a matter of fact, the first day of this month, we hit 91 degrees, way above average. The only day we were below average was that second day of May, 81. But ever since then, we've been climbing and trending higher and higher. Matter of fact, yesterday hit about, let's say, 100 degrees, and same thing these past couple weekends. And those yellow numbers you're seeing are daily record highs. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 daily records hit here in San Antonio, and the heat wave continues in the region as temperatures climb into the upper 90s and near 100 through tomorrow. Through, let's say, Saturday, it's not until Sunday, Monday, and early next week, temperatures start to get a little cooler here in San Antonio. So we'll show you that in just a bit. So the drought, really bad. I mean, every Thursday this update, so we'll get another drought report tomorrow morning at about 9 a.m. And you can see where it's pretty bad. Exceptional drought from Uvalde to Hondo, from, let's say, Atascosa County all the way up into Medina County. That yellow is actually not drought. That's abnormally dry conditions. But when you get into the darker shades like the orange, the red, and the maroon color especially, that is the worst kind of drought. That is exceptional, and that is very widespread in the area. So in other words, we need rain. We're in desperate need of it. And it's not until Saturday and Sunday we get a chance at that. And at that, it's only about 20 to 30% here in San Antonio. Aside from that, it stays pretty hot for the next 3 to 4 days here in the city. So look at that. Extreme drought is now moving into Bexar County. The eastern half of the city towards I-35 is actually only severe, but bottom line, it is bad. We need rain, and it's not until this weekend we get a chance at that. So out there right now, if you're heading out this morning, there's a little bit of cloud cover. It's warm. We're in the 70s and 80s right now. And we're going to climb to about 99 degrees later on this afternoon, which, by the way, 98 is the daily record. So if we hit 98, which we're forecasting, we'll tie the record. And if we're hitting 99 or 100, we'll beat a record, which is going to be the 6th or 7th day in the row we've done that. So it's just so hot. It's not going to let up anytime soon, not until probably early next week. And you'll see at the San Antonio Airport and near Calaveras Lake, it is mostly clear. A few cumulus clouds overhead, otherwise a quiet start to your Wednesday. And look what's happening on the surface. I mean, from the Gulf of Mexico to the state, there is a dry line out west, which will be responsible for a few isolated storms out there later on today, but not going to see anything in San Antonio or anywhere in our viewing area. Maybe an isolated storm out near Del Rio late tonight. Otherwise, very quiet. We have a ridge of high pressure out in the Gulf of Mexico. What that's doing is funneling in more moisture and more humidity. And that south and southeast wind is responsible for keeping our air temperatures in the 90s, but also more importantly, our dew points, our humidity values elevated as well. So air temperatures will be hitting about 99 to 100 later on this afternoon. But when you factor in the humidity, it'll feel a little bit more like 100 to 101 in the peak heating of the day. And there is no relief out there. You can see it's mostly clear across the state. We're still underneath the grip of high pressure. And what that's doing is keeping things very clear and quiet and very calm in our region, right? I mean, the closest rain, let's say near Memphis, farther northeast of the state, the Lone Star State. And if you have any plans to travel across the state later on today, it's quiet. I mean, from Dallas to Houston, from I-35 to 45, it is mostly clear, just a few clouds overhead. And down in the valley and near the coast, it is just warm and going to be hot later on today. Now, speaking of heat, we have some very warm temperatures out there this afternoon. 80 in San Antonio, about 87 at Pleasanton, 85 at Hondo, middle 80s from Divine to Moore to about 77 over in Bernie. So it feels good out there from Helotes to northwestern Bexar County. We're looking at temperatures in the 70s and 80s. We do have a couple of 90s popping up on the map, and look very closely. Victoria, Cotulla, most likely near Carrizo Springs, and Pearsall is at 90, so it's a quick jump in temperatures this afternoon as temperatures continue to climb. Now, is there going to be a breeze out there? Yes, not too windy, but breezy up to about 15, maybe 25 miles an hour at times towards the afternoon. When you get daytime heating, hot air rises, and sometimes as the air rises, the air replacing it comes from the Gulf, and that can lead to a nice breeze out there, but it's not going to be windy today. what you see is what you get. And near the coast, a little bit more breezy, up to 25, maybe 30-mile-an-hour winds. But right now, just a light wind at about 9 to 10 miles an hour in San Antonio. So take a look at your timeline. Temperatures topping out in the upper 90s today, which, by the way, if we hit 98 degrees, we'll tie the record. But we're forecasting a high of 99. Mostly clear, mostly sunny, a few high-level clouds around, and just a lot of sunshine. And you can see air temperatures topping out, way above average. We should be around 87 this time of year. We'll be about near 100. So drink plenty of water, take breaks, use caution, and just be careful if you're spending a long amount of time outside today, because it is going to be scorching hot. All right, the smoke layer. So we've been talking about this last couple weeks. You'll see out in Mexico, at this time of year between about March and even early June, they have agricultural burning. They burn the sugar cane, and sometimes when we have southeast winds from the Gulf, that can usually transport a lot of the haze and the smoke in our atmosphere towards Texas. What that can do is lower the air quality and reduce it. So right now, it looks like the air quality is moderate. It's not unhealthy, but it gives you an idea of where it's coming from and where it is relative to San Antonio. So you can see Mexico City, San Salvador, Central America, and southern Mexico. That's where all the burning is taking place. And with that high pressure system out in the Gulf, it just channels in and funnels in a lot of moisture in our direction and leads to, again, lower air quality. And if you are sensitive to that kind of thing, please limit time outdoors. Aside from that, it is not an abundance of smoke. It's just a little bit of haze in our atmosphere for today. Okay, so let's talk about the overall pattern. I'm going to rewind this back and show you what's going on. So if you look closely, by about Friday and Saturday, this ridge, the red colors start to back off. We lose a little bit of the heat. It's still going to be warm, but as opposed to upper 90s, we'll be in the upper 80s for Sunday and early next week because of this breakdown of the ridge. So that's good. But also, look very closely. Friday night into Saturday, you'll see a different pattern taking shape. You can actually see this trough that starts to dip down into the Rockies and near Denver. And what's happening is it's, providing some lift for at least the chance at rain. Now, you can see it's far removed and far away from San Antonio, but it's close enough to give us and swing in a chance at a line of showers and maybe a few isolated storms into Saturday and Sunday. Now, it's not a slam dunk, but it is the chance at rain as we move into this weekend and early next week. This kind of pattern lends itself to daily rain chances, which is not widespread rain chances, but it actually just brings in a small chance at rain every evening going forward as storms develop out west and they progress farther east. This is a trough. It's not a very strong trough and the upper levels of the atmosphere, but what it is doing, it is switching up our pattern, giving rise to some slightly cooler air moving in from the north. And again, the chance of rain, it's not going to be amazing, but take a look at the 7-day. You can see 7-day forecast shows near record heat, if not record breaking heat through tomorrow, through Friday, through Saturday, 98 on Saturday. But you can see as that system unfolds out north, it starts to bring in and swing in the chance at rain, running only 20 to 30% through Sunday. Slightly better chances at rain for Monday and Tuesday as afternoon highs trend back into the middle to upper 80s, which is seasonal. That's about right for this time of year. 89 on Monday and 88 on Tuesday. So again, if you guys have any questions on the forecast, let me know. If not, we'll be live on Ken's 5 at noon for the latest on local news, weather, and sports. And if you have any questions for me, feel free to message me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'll be here pretty much all day today covering the weather, so feel free to shoot me a message on social media. Otherwise, I'll leave the 7-day forecast on for a little bit longer. And again, some cooler air in store for next week. Not cold, but definitely cooler with the help of cloud cover. Afternoon highs around 89 on Sunday. And again, don't cancel plans over those very slim chances at rain this weekend. It's going to be sunny. It's going to be hot. Highs in the upper 90s on Saturday, a bit cooler on Sunday with just that outside chance at an isolated shower. Better chances at rain Monday and Tuesday as we progress into the end of May, slowly but surely. But again, guys, drink plenty of water today. It's 99 degrees. That'll most likely break a record. And have a great Wednesday. We're halfway through the work week and choose to make it a great day. Again, if you have any questions, let me know on social media. Anything regarding the weather, we'll be live on Ken's 5 at noon, which is in about an hour. So tune in then.